2025 celebrates the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Some call it the seven-syllable semi-quincentennial. Yuck, hard to say. I'm going with Quarter-Millennium, or even better, Quarter-Mil. And already a battle royale over what it means to be an American is underway.
Today we commemorate an event that did not just change American history, but changed the history of the entire world.
On June 14th, coincidentally Donald Trump's birthday, the president held a military parade.
With the creation of America's Army on June 14th, 1775, liberty got its shield and the freedom got its sword.
Before which, the Chicago Tribune's Laura Washington suggested waving the flag could turn the tables on Donald Trump and the GOP.
We refuse to accept
a fascist America.
A fascist America.
Cue to No Kings counter rallies across the country, and while there are a few flags, protests were largely focused on anti-Trumpism and ICE deportations.
Now's the time for Trump to go.
I'm a veteran. I swore an oath to the Constitution, and I'm watching the President of the United States trying to circumvent that oath that he also took to the Constitution, and I'm not going to stand for it.
A few days later, Mr. Trump took part in the raising of two giant 80-foot flags on the White House lawn. The battle royale continues.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Shortly after his inauguration, Donald Trump signed an executive order declaring a grand celebration for our 250th anniversary. Woohoo! But beyond parades and fireworks and funnel cakes, defining the American identity is lost in the woods. It's more than football or Beyonce or Marvel movies, let alone B-2 bombers and bunker busters. For me, it starts with freedom, individualism. We're a nation of builders, which is American for entrepreneur. A certain ruggedness and resilience with an extra large dollop of dignity, caring, and giving. Martin Luther King thought the American dream required, quote, a tough mind and a tender heart. I like that. Rocket companies jump-started the Quarter-Mil celebrations in February with its Own the Dream Super Bowl ad playing a reimagined version of John Denver's Take Me Home, Country Roads. Meanwhile, President Trump has resurrected his first-term plan announced at Rushmore on July 4th, 5 years ago.
I am signing an executive order to establish the National Guard of American Heroes, a vast outdoor park that will feature the statues of the greatest Americans to ever live.
That announcement came during the statue-toppling riots of 2020. Some believe 1619 is the more important date, following the publication of a new origin story by the New York Times. The 1619 Project conceit, that the U.S. was founded to protect slavery, is anacapitalist, and it tries to delegitimize the American founding.
I was a 17-year-old mom, a teen mom. And again, I stand here today as a married woman, almost 15 years with 4 children. So you can't tell me 1619 what we can't do in this country. You cannot tell me the liberties and the freedoms that has been afforded to my family.
Similarly, while their name sounds innocuous, the American Association for State and Local History has clearly outlined their anniversary plans.
Our vision is to help American society move towards or progress towards justice through an inclusive approach to history.
That sure sounds like the diversity, equity, and inclusion gobbledygook of the Biden administration.
And it's the idea that the fight for liberty, equality, and justice has a very long and complex history through formal politics, grassroots organizing, labor unrest, boycotts, protests, litigation, war. Americans have always been trying to challenge the idea of America and trying to challenge their fellow citizens to live up to its highest ideals.
Your tax dollars at work.
When it comes to African American history or Black history, I teach my children, I have been teaching them for 13 years, that is not Black history, it's not white history, it is American history. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're one.
As consumers of this Quarter-Mil barrage, what should you do? First, stick to fundamentals. Think about what opportunities you've had that others around the world haven't. Sure, we have differences, and America has made horrifying mistakes. but recognize the American experiment for what it is, the success that it is. American isn't all baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. It's freedom to do, freedom to grow, freedom to believe, freedom to live and let live. And that's something to be proud of.
USA!
This is going to be a wild year.
USA!
On July 4th, 2026, Philadelphia is set to host a round of 16 FIFA World Cup soccer match. Yeah, that other football. Can it please be England versus USA? Is that too much to ask for a grand celebration?